It's the Absurd American Nerdcast with your hosts, Freddie and Mr. S. Moving out of Star Wars, out of Star Wars and Marvel and everything else that we've been going on a tangent about.
Oh my lord.
I think that we should definitely start talking more so about House of the Dragon because we are done. We've had a finale, and what a wild ride it has been.
So, okay, House of the Dragon has a lesser tone than Game of Thrones, even though in the book it's the same amount of violence. But I like that this is more story focused than violent focused. If you get what I'm saying, I think it's much better. Do I wish it was more violent? Yeah, of course. I wish.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we just saw. I mean, for spoiler, whoever watched the season finale of House of the Dragon knows that if you disobey or you get a dragon to disobey its owner by speaking some Valerian words, it's gonna bite you in the ass again, like mid-air. Which I will say, that was cool. In the book, apparently, how the Queen and everybody found out that he died was that his remains washed up on Storm's End shore 3 days later. And that's how everybody knew he died. And that was the oh my fuck moment on his face was oh shit. I was just here to make fun and toy around with my cousin. Then my dragon ate him.
Right? If you're gonna intimidate him, do one or two passes.
Yeah.
And then go on.
Yeah. Throw some fire at him,
He is very much to blame. He very much poked at him. And, I mean, obviously there was retaliation with, fire to the face. So, I mean, it's like taking two dogs that are normally really good, fun-loving dogs, but then you put them in the cage together and one bites the other one.
Bro, when he landed and he was walking on Storm's End and that dragon pulled up behind him, behind the wall.
Right.
If I saw that, bro, I would have been like, I'm good. I'm so good. Storm's End,
Fuck this
I don't
shit,
care.
I'm out.
I don't care. And I'm out.
Fuck this shit,
We're out of
I'm
here.
out.
Yeah.
That dragon is
I would've
huge,
died.
mine is smaller. We're getting on out of here.
Oh my god, yo, that...
Hey, I got a message. I got a message. Can you just give this to your, Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks. I'm gonna head home.
Yeah. Make sure he stays behind until I am gone.
Right.
I do not want him to leave at the same time as me. There was precautions. You could have took precautions. If it didn't work, whatever.
I just feel like he could have said, "Hey, you obviously have issues. Stay here. Let him go. I've already pledged allegiance to you. Let him go, and we'll deal with that later." But
I will say this from the book. There's a lot more crazier things to happen than I don't know, Game of Thrones, the book series so far. There's a lot of crazy shit, and there's a lot of things that link up with each other, and there's a lot of Easter eggs, right? Obviously, because it's dealing with the histories. And the person who wrote Fire and Blood wasn't really George R. R. Martin, but there's three people. And this is being written during the time of, I think, Robert's Rebellion at the moment, by a maester who's in his late 80s. There's a jester and somebody else who was on the Kingsguard at the time of the Targaryen rule back in the day that remembers it from living memory. And they're just basically working off poems and songs at the moment. That the people that are writing in, the point of view. I know that we're going to see a lot of deaths. Obviously, it's Game of Thrones, but there are going to be deaths that no one's seen coming, who have not read the books yet. And you're going to see true Targaryen war when they have dragons. And I hope we see later on in season, the series, that we see when Rhaegar had his dragons and then did not have his dragons. because I think Jorah Mormont said in season 3 to Daenerys, because like Sir Barristan Sam is like, yeah, but you're not going to win the throne with this, and you're not going to win the throne because you're selling your dragons. And he was like, yeah, Rhaegar fought honorably, Rhaegar fought nobly, and then Rhaegar died. So, like, I'm excited to see how the transformation of this one powerful house, not from books, but I'm excited to see it represented on the show.
Right.
And with it not focusing heavily on violence, but violence when necessary, I think we're going to get a lot of like lore that is just chef's kiss on the screen. So be ready to not have any more favorite characters still, because remember, this is Game of Thrones. My favorite character was Robb Stark, and I was reading the book at the same time as season 3 was happening. But guess what? I watched The Reigns of Castamere before that part in the book, and I was like, you know what? Everyone's talking about the Red Wedding. I know this is about to happen.
Right.
But I was still shocked. So I'm excited to see more of that. I want to be shocked. Everyone's going to be shocked with us. I want to say who lives and who dies.
Let's not,
so bad.
Because I don't want you to spoil it for me.
I'm not going to spoil it for you or anybody, but I will say this. Get your pants ready. Get your brown pants ready. And be ready. Just be ready. Oh,
brown pants ready and a full cup of coffee.
Everything's going to go to shit. And it's going to be great.
I mean, just that last the last scene where she turns around and that face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can just tell, like, oh, fudge.
Yeah, she was like, well, she did say that she wasn't going to cast the first attack.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Nope.
And, I mean, dumbass killed her son.
I really wish they were like, hey, let's send another envoy besides my own heirs to the throne.
Right.
Not a smart idea.
They needed dragon riders, but I feel like they needed someone a little higher up.
Well, now, in my count, we have 12 dragons left for Rhaena's part, and they have 3 dragons still. The Greens have.
Are you
high
getting all
towers.
the wild ones and everything as well? And they have unhatched ones too.
Not wild ones. They're all on Dragonstone. Like, their dragons are there on Dragonstone.
Right. We got dragons there. We have unhatched ones, and we have riderless ones that are nesting.
There are going to be writers for those, but I'm not saying anything.
That's fine.
And I'm not telling you who. But a lot of people are going to be kind of shocked with one of these characters that gets one, and I am not looking forward to it.
Heard.
So, I fucking hate the person on the show. I will say that. They are just a person right now until y'all find out. So, yeah. But those are our thoughts. That's my thoughts on the show. I think it's done great. It's beautiful.
Oh,
and
so great. Again, using...
I wish I can say... Why is this... Are we frozen?
You're frozen. It's a great face.
Steven, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Our cameras are frozen for... Oh, there we go.
Your camera
All right,
froze.
just edit that out.
No way, dude. It was a perfect photo of you. We're keeping it.
Thanks.
It was this photo of, like... an excited face, not a weird face, so we're,
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. My finger was up, not up my nose that time.
Yeah.
So, the costume design, y'all checking out these costumes? Like, they're
so great.
Now frozen again. What the fuck? Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties on our thing, but if you could still hear us...
Yeah, we're good, dude.
We're here. So, the costume design is really great. I love Rhaena's dresses. Old dragon on her, and it's a black dress, like the gold trim of the dragon right up on top of her, like where her collarbone is going up.
Right.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful costume design. And I'm not saying everybody else's costume design sucks, but my lord, Like, I just impress every episode.
I can definitely tell that it keeps getting more intricate and more, I don't know, more and more beautiful, to be completely honest. Like, the amount of work that's just going on in the costume department for this show.
It's prime. It seriously is. Like,
it really nails in all the littlest details, you know? I mean, even from Allison walking in the green dress to dinner to show that, oh, okay, I can't say that I'm going to be going to war, but I can make a statement. And even from the armor to the stitchings to just everything is so great. Like,
oh yeah, it's phenomenal craftsmanship, tailoring, all of that, including like the set designs. Do you know that we really didn't see Storm's End in the original show? That we see it now? I mean, we've been to Dragonstone before with Stannis, but we've never really truly seen Storm's End. We saw a little bit of Casterly Rock. We saw Highgarden in the original show, but I'm so happy to see what Storm's End, what Renly, Robert, and Stannis grew up in.
And it was nice to see not on like a bright sunny day, but why it has its name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow. Like seeing the pouring down rain, the thunder, the lightning, and then even the throne room in Storm's End, where it was very much masking, and you could still see the elements and everything coming in, but it was what a great set design.
Very great set design. I want to point out...
I said Dragonstone as well, the table that we haven't seen illuminated. And at the end, towards the end, where you see them put the fire under the table and it illuminates everything, Stannis never did that.
Yeah, because it was destroyed.
Okay, fair enough.
When Stannis took over, he ransacked the shit out of Dragonstone and used whatever he could use for fire and shit. That's why he ate the horses, the rats, the cats, the dogs, the people. Like... he did whatever he did for Robert, and that's why he was really pissed about Robert not giving him what he wanted. And also, obviously, being the heir to the throne, the true heir to the throne. I'll fight anybody with that. Yeah, everything got destroyed at that part. Like, besides the castle, the fort itself, the castle, and because of Stannis Baratheon and his men.
This has been the Absurd American Nerdcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the bell for notifications.